What is going on, guys and gals, ladies and laddies? Let's get back to Dark Deity. What the hell's going on here? Hey, good to be out of the mist, isn't it? Definitely. Clear skies seem to have forward on the a little bit, which I think everyone is appreciating. How are you holding up? Well enough, all things considered. That's good to hear. Been through a lot these past few weeks. More than I signed up for when I enrolled at the academy, that's for sure. That's always how it is, isn't it? How do you mean? It was never like that before. No, but in all the stories we ever heard growing up, good hero always gets more than he bargains for. I guess, but in stories, you always know the hero can handle it. Not necessarily. Didn't you ever study the great Sun Elf tragedies at the academy? So my story is a tragedy. That's reassuring. No, life is different, of course. More like being the author and the main character at the same time. I hardly feel that in control of anything. Fine. Maybe it's more like being one of several authors. You think he knows we're coming? The Necromancer? Whoever that was, on the battlefield. I think he expects to see you again, and I think he'll be better prepared.
No kidding.
I think so too. In fact, I'm sure of it. Though I can't quite explain why. Oh, I just noticed, like, Elias... Who else is that? Is that Sia? Yeah, Elias, Sia, and Ford are all chilling over there on the deck. Your father's proud. Flattered to hear those words from your mouth. That's probably as close to his approval as I'll ever get. It's not true and you know it. Perhaps. Seems we could both benefit from giving ourselves a little more credit for our accomplishments. Perhaps. Well, I think I'm going to turn in. Ford needs me on deck bright and early tomorrow. Sounds good. And Garrick, just wanted to tell you. I'm really grateful you're still here after everything. You know, I get these moments sometimes, making me feel like the four of us are right back at the academy, like nothing has changed. I know what you mean. I wouldn't have it any other way. I wouldn't either. Well, leave you to enjoy the view. Beautiful, isn't it? But don't stare too long. Wouldn't want to wake up and find out you'd fallen overboard to be captured by wandering Aelithir. Didn't you say you were turning in? Right. Alright, so would you look at that? Priest lady finally looks up from her rocks to take in the sea. What are you still around for anyway? Weren't you going to use us to extort your debtors and be off? Yeah, well, the financing from your beloved order should just about cover things. Besides, I think you guys are starting to like having me around. I wouldn't want to make anybody sad. No, just irritated, apparently. Only you, your holiness. Hey, look, dolphins. See how they breach one after another? Read once that this sometimes inspires the sailors' stories of sea serpents. Oh, trust me, when you've seen the real thing, you can tell the difference. I've never seen anything like that. They're majestic. Now, what is this? Appears to be avian excrement. Cursed birds. Yeah. Bad news for your robe, but good news for us. Can't be too far from shore. What do you reckon? Winds like this? Not more than a day. Say, Sarah, sure you guys will take good care of old Humpback? It seems like we might be gone a while. I couldn't live with myself if anything happened to her. Your ship will be safe in Aramore, Ford. You have my word. I just wish Aramore wasn't so far from Kirch. It'll be weeks before we get there. On the bright side, it's less than what we've spent on the ship. Just traveling on foot like criminals. It's completely different. It is, but it's important. Contact at the bottom of who's behind everything. Fugitives forever. Won't be fugitives forever. Once we've secured the aspects and stopped whatever is afoot off Delia, we'll know what we've done. They'll understand. If by they you mean Varric, I hardly think he'd develop a sudden inclination for mercy if he's still king after all of this. We'll see. Alright. Depths of Coeli Samaj. Meet God himself. After passing the trial of soul. Smosh entrusts Irving with the power of a huge trove of aspects. The party departs from the mist safely, headed back to Etlin after the ardor of their voyage to Varroa. Spirits are low. Each knows that a difficult journey lay ahead of them. They head for Kirch, where Vesta has an order contact. Sorry about all the yawning. I just got off work and I'm getting tired. Who can set them up and give them the lay of the land. For some inexplicable reason, Faust continues to follow along. Oh yeah, Faust, that's right. I need another Guardian. I think Guardian is probably... Or you know what? Acolyte. But Priest has that extra range on him. Alright. Let's see. You know what? Maybe I will just make him Guardian. What's his fancy ability? I was in 2 tiles. Gain 8 crit. Defense is increased by missing health. And he'll spread. Healing increases accuracy. Power increased by 40% of enemies' magic stat. You know what? You'll be an acolyte. Ooh. The Prodigal Priestess returns. Good to see you, Vesta. And you, Irene, though I wish the circumstances were different. She looks dope. That's my kind of girl right there. Those spooky red eyes. Giant great sword on her back. Yep. I feel like a rat in a steam house right now. Alden Silder in a Brookstead. Well. Maeve Leveron, Grand Inquisitor for the Mystic Council of the Expanse. Lincoln Voldasov, former captain in the Delian Army. Sarah Rowan, third in line of the Aramoran throne. So let me get this straight. The grandson of the Order's Grandmaster, right hand of Delia's former commander, the likely future Queen of Aramor, and the Mystic Council's favorite Inquisitor? That about cover it? Correct. Favorite is a stretch, but you're correct for the most part. I was hoping you could catch us up on what we've missed in our absence. Might as well get comfortable then. I've been doing my best to track the one you'd warned me about before your departure.
Hard to be sure.
Well, him too. Turns out there's a lot of shady folk traipsing about Delia causing havoc. Strangest thing is that everything worth tracking seems to operate out of Sojourn. Which to me means one of 3 things. Either Varric's spies haven't noticed, haven't been able to stop it, or have been told not to stop it. I know Varric. If he caught wind of an unchecked conspiracy, he'd be tearing the country apart piece by piece to root it up. Well, he is. I'm just not sure the 2 are related. What do you mean? He's been accelerating timelines and work schedules for every construction project in Delia, most notably the aqueducts. He's destroyed several villages in its path and has conscripted their villagers for indentured labor. It's cruel. The purpose of a king is to protect his people, not use them to advance his own glory. You've met the man, Irving. He's not who he once was. Please continue, Irene. Thousands of others who feel as Irving does have been imprisoned or indentured. They're reopening rural prisons that haven't been touched for decades. Varric's an asshole. The entire country's at its tipping point. Wish I had more information, but I can't find so much as a word on the Necromancer. What of the other sorcerer, the one that wiped out the armies at Swift Harbor? Every scrap of intel on that day points back to your group. Were you not responsible? No, we were not. It's quite troubling. Back to square one, then. Stalled. Neither king seems in any particular hurry to lose the other half of their army. Never imagined it would come to this, but King Varric strikes me as the most promising lead at the moment. It's unlike him not to investigate these occurrences. It's possible he's working with this sorcerer, or the Necromancer, or worse, both. What about this prodigy you mentioned back in Shelobon's? Care to elaborate? I wouldn't know how to. And I certainly wouldn't be authorized to if I did. Not important, Lincoln. Right now, we just gotta do stuff. Let's do stuff. Story. Speak of the Marrows. No. Scare me, Lincoln. We have little choice. Trust your judgment, Irene. Thanks for your diligence. Service is a great honor. Honor's nice, but I won't. But it won't put me up at the Platinum
As
Pony.
you will.
You'll receive your payment from the order soon enough. In the meantime, leave no stone unturned. Do what I can. See ya. Deuces. Why does Faust just have like 20 things of holy water? What's going on? Oh yeah, that's right. I have a bunch of True Street, True Street. Crit increased by 30%. Defensive fortitude halved. Hit rate is always 50%. Power increased by 50%. Ew, that sounds disgusting. 80 resistance to fire, resistance to storm. Swap defensive fortitude. Fortitude plus 10 with no adjacents. Attacks mark enemies increases damage taken by 10%. Significantly lowers the rate of which enemies target the holder. Dodge reduced by 60%. Defensive fortitude increased by 10. Attacking and defeating an enemy heals nearby allies for 10%. That's kind of cool. I need somebody to get that. Who am I going to give that to? Somebody who's in the thick of it, but also kills. What's the one I have on you right now? Yeah, let's swap that out for the... No. That one. Let's get rid of that one. Luck depleted to increase power, dodge, and true speed. Holy resistance. All defensive match. Swaps 50% of crit and power. Magic depleted to increase defensive fortitude. So it's a lot of sacrifice ones. I'm not really too worried about those ones. More Sloan. And Sloan wants to talk to Irving. Everybody else is good. Upgrades. We didn't get any gems. Let's keep going. These legs were meant for the sea, not the dirt. I don't think I could walk another 5 minutes, let alone another day. Looks like you won't have to. This must be it. I'm not sure the side of a mountain is the best place to make camp. No, not on the side of it, inside of it. There's an intricate system of caverns here, and an entrance just up ahead. Never been inside a cave before. Away from prying eyes. Why's that? For their own safety. Their own safety? And we're just learning about this now? What? No, I'm quite sure. I think you might have left that part out, Lincoln. I see. Well, forgive me, but whatever their reasons, I'm sure it's nothing he can't handle.
Follow me.
Hope you're right. Let's go.
Wow.
Check it out. What's this, some kind of war room? Delian scouts had a presence in these mountains a very long time ago. Think they built this? It's possible. That would explain the dust. It's perfect, like it was built just for us. Look on the wall. Seems like somebody's already mapped out a huge chunk of the cavern. Something in this machine that's still burning. None of your damn business, that is. Get your dainty fingers away from my map. A dwarf. It's a dwarf. The Delian army is afraid of a dwarf. Not just any dwarf, mind you. Fenton the Troll Trampler, Goblin Grinder, and Hobgoblin Hobbler. I reckon I could put quite a dent in any army, with the right hammer, of course. Please, Fenton the Goblin Gobbler? I assure you, we mean no harm to you and your people. People? Even I mean harm to my people now and again. You really ought to meet some of them. That's quite alright, no need for that. Well, there aren't any here now. I've got a taste for adventure as far as dwarves go. Especially this far south. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Not to worry. We're clearly the trespassers here. Sure, we can find another place to set up camp. We'll be on our way. Wait. Said you're looking for a place to make camp?
Huh?
That's right. It is safe here. I have plenty of food and provisions. If you like, perhaps you could stay a while. For a price, naturally. The journey here has run us dry of our coin, I'm afraid. Perhaps you can repay me with a favor. What kind of favor? Tracking down an inheritance, mentioned you were short on coin. Let me be clear, this here's my claim, but if you help me secure it, I'll oblige you, say, a 10% cut?
Don't get greedy.
Alright, that doesn't sound bad. If it's of any significance, it might just be the break we need.
Aye.
Cool. Once I've got what I came for, I leave the whole place to you. Oh, this is a real thrill. Waited a long time for this. Come, I'll lead the way. Now, just what kind of problem are we dealing with? Enough chit-chat. Gold, platinum, silver, they don't rust. You can thank Varden for that. But copper corrodes. Best not to waste any time. I'm sorry, that's a freaking dragon.
Aye.
Small, but fearsome nonetheless. I hope we get to pick our 10% and what's left to it. If by we, you mean who's left of us. Friends, we have no reason to fear. We're more than capable, and surprise is on our side. Like how you put it. Well, I figure I ought to help in the slaying and whatnot. Can't risk y'all dying and losing my chance at my inheritance. I think you need to be a knight. Just be a knight. No, it can't all be legends. Let's get in there and fuck them up. Choose units. No. Yes. Okay, that should be good. Let's save again, because I'm scared. And let's start this battle. Oh god, every time.
Stop poking me.
Okay, there we go. Okay, it's gonna do a fire breath attack. Less than ideal. Oh my god, does that say it has 2.4k health? What?
How can I help?
Oh, its hitbox goes all the way up here. Yeah, I want the lowest chance of it hitting me. 22% chance. Take it.
I guess.
Alright. Oh. He'll just die if he gets hit. But it's only a 1% chance, so should be fine. I like that. That's a crit. I heard it.
One step at a time.
It's not much better. But still quite a bit of damage. 39. Lowest you can get is 49%. It's very surprising to me that nobody on my squad has been a hit. I like 20% better.
Awaiting orders.
Again, I like the ones that
Together.
they can't really do a lot of damage. I'm gonna move. Some of you guys just have to move. Just have to get out of the blast range.
Here to help.
I like that.
All right.
I like the enemy having a 2% hit chance. Oh my lord, 55, 41. That's good. Okay, now it fire breaths in that direction.
Effort duly rewarded.
Oh. Okay. Interesting.
Lead the way.
Alright. This is interesting. It's weird having to fight a dragon. It was not something I was expecting to come into this game and do. Dragon I did not think was on the menu.
More work?
Nobody needs healed. 19... 26 twice? I like that. $36, but that gives them... Alright, that's probably better. $33%. We'll have to take it.
Whatever you need.
I'll take that one.
Aye.
Alright. Now the other side. I mean, we've already done quite a lot of damage. Like we're whittling him down pretty good. Let's go over here. Such a weird fight.
Not.
Yeah, just keep swinging on him.
All right.
I'm even getting my healer into the mix. Get some experience,
I can
girly.
work with this.
Oh, all right.
Uh, 29, 10. Yeah, I'll take the 29.
It's all falling into place.
Alright, nobody else got hurt. So we're just gonna keep going. I mean, it's insane that the dragon is already this low. Ooh, that's a setup. It mobilizes units for 1 turn. And this one deals 15 damage and disarms units. So we're going to move some people out to the edges. Those who can still attack will attack.
If I must.
You're gonna stay right there. Who knows, I may even just be able to kill it. It looks very likely.
My course is steady.
I'm here.
I'm gonna just get her some more experience while I can. Same with Irving. He just needs the experience.
My sword grows lighter with every swing.
Iris, you will also be getting experience here.
I know I can be strong.
Sophia, you will also be going for experience. We're just gonna go for the straight 36 damage. You're gonna get experience. You can get experience.
Not bad, not bad.
Stop poking me.
Oh. Did he actually kill it? He crit it.
Proudly.
Cool. More dots, more
What can I
dots.
say? I'm pretty great.
Yeah. That was crazy. Great Sierra. No one's going to believe this. I can hardly believe it myself. I can. And what a worthwhile reward this is. Feel free to help yourself to anything in that far corner there. It's all yours. That looks more like 5%
Don't
than
get
10.
greedy.
Nah, it's 10. Trust me, I've got a knack for these things. And perhaps I'm starting to feel like nearly getting burnt to a crisp entitles me to a bit more than
Watch
10%.
yourself.
I never renegotiate with words, only weapons, but if you insist... No, Fenton, that won't be necessary. I think that share will be
Aye.
plenty, thank you. That's very good. I don't suppose I could load this all into a cart. Might take quite a few trips. Say, friends, would you have some time on your hands? I could use some help transporting all of this back home. We have some rather important matters to attend to, dwarf. Why don't you call on some of your own kind? Psh, I wouldn't trust any of them with a hunk of iron. Suppose it's not out of the question, Fenton, but presently Monroe's right. We do have some very pressing tasks. While that being the case, I think I'd like to stick around a bit longer, if you wouldn't mind having me. Best to keep an eye on things until you're ready
Good
for a
work.
little trip. I don't think anyone would object. If we're going to make it home, we need a good name for the place. Marrow's a wee bit off-putting to visitors. Believe that's the idea. Marrowholt? Oh, you humans sure are creative. I suppose it's to the point. I like it, Alden. Marrowholt it is. Now I'd say we've all earned ourselves a good night's rest. Alright. Awesome. Well, that was pretty quick. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.